Hey everyone, it's Rashida A. Marshall, and in this video, we are going to be taking it through some ways to get better with your sensual and seductive movements. Hey everyone, again, it's Rashida A. Marshall of Skillfully Sculpted. Thank you so much for checking out this video and Happy New Year. For those who are new, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all future videos, workouts, tutorials, wellness chats, and all that good stuff. And for those who are returning, as always, you know I appreciate the support and the love. Thank you so much for coming back, and I hope you also enjoy what I have for you today. So this video was kind of an impromptu idea that I literally just had. As you can see, I'm not in workout clothes. I'm actually not dressed up to go anywhere. I just like to walk around my house feeling extra, being extra. So this is just my house dress and a little cover up that I like to throw on. My yoga mat's not here, and if you can't tell by looking outside, it is rather late. But I was going through and looking at some of the comments that you all have been leaving on the dance tutorials that I've been sharing with you all. And again, I just want to say thank you to all of you who have been watching and supporting and learning the routines and giving me feedback on those. It is amazing, and I'm so glad that kind of following this this passion that I have for dance is really helping others and is giving you all something to enjoy and to work towards and to help you tap into your sensual and seductive side. So I'm really enjoying it, and I'm so grateful for the positive feedback that you all have been sharing. So thank you. And through going through those comments and seeing some that were more recent, I was like, you know, let me put together something that's not a full-on routine, that is not going to require being on the ground. Maybe this is something that you can do in front of the mirror, or you can do it, you know, kind of whenever, and not require so much space and time. So I wanted to just kind of go through some foundational movements that can be really helpful when you're looking to become more in tune with your body, become more comfortable with letting your hands explore your body, explore your physique, and finding that comfort and that confidence in yourself, doing it on your own, so that when you are looking in front of the mirror and examining your body as it is, or if you're doing it in front of a partner, you can have that same confidence and kind of know how you can move to the music and allow yourself to flow. So these aren't going to be anything crazy. We're not going to do any steps. We're not going to be doing any turns or getting up and down from the ground. But we're just going to kind of learn how to connect with our body and allow yourself to flow and get into that sensual and seductive side of who you are. So what we're going to do is we're going to break down some of our body rolls and really get into the movement of the hands, just kind of exploring the body as you go through those movements. So we're going to start first at the hips. So what I want you to think of, and I'm going to turn to the side here, what I want you to think of is kind of a forward and a back type of motion. So think of pressing the hips back. You're tooting the booty out there, and then you're coming forward. So just think of a forward and a back movement there, okay? So we're gonna go forward, back, side to side, and then we're gonna combine that motion. So just think of a forward and back, all right? So very steady, and you're just really getting that release. And think of some music as you round. And again, for 3 and 4. Last 4 and in 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna add the hands. And 2, and 3, and 4, back down 4, and 3, 2, and 1. One more time. Now roll and press the hips back and roll and roll. So now you're kind of dipping the legs a little. All right, you're going back and front and back and front. Your hands are still going. Where do you want them to go? Maybe you're accentuating the cleavage in the chest. Maybe your hair is down and you have the hands going down your head. However you want to do it, forward and back. For 3 and 2 and 1, and we pause. Good. So now I'm going to turn back to the front. So now we're just going to do a side to side. So we're staying in that parallel stance. And again, just isolating here, but just let your hips rock left to right. So you're just pressing them out, left and right. All right, so you can start there, hands out. All right, just kind of letting yourself isolate that area. And just imagine, you might have a mirror in front of you right now. All right. Maybe you're imagining your partner was there and you just want to allow yourself to be nice and confident and cool as you go through. You don't have to force anything. So just the hips. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Add the arms. So we take the arms up for 2, and 3, and 4. Again for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Maybe out to the side. Maybe you lift for 2, 3, and 4. Back down for 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Good, we pause there. All right, so now from there, we're gonna take the hips around. We're gonna take it into a nice circle, okay? So this is kind of like a wind of the hips as well. Like if you're winding, for those who are Caribbean, you know we love a good wind of the waistline, right? So it's kind of like that. And for those who are just familiar and love to dance, you might, you know, kind of be comfortable here. And if not, just think again of isolating that movement, but you're connecting that front, back, side to side. So go ahead and think of pressing your hips over to one side. You kind of toot back. You go to the other side and then bring it forward. And then again, around, back, over, and front. Just take that nice sway of the hips. You're getting into the legs there, so you can't see it too much through my dress, but I have some movement there of the legs to help me get that flow. I'll turn to the side. All right, and we're swaying around. And 1, and 2, and 1. And again, we wind. For 2, and 3, and 4. Add the arms when you're ready. All right, you're looking over the shoulder maybe your partner is behind you, and then maybe you turn, he's the other way, and 2, and 3, however you want. Maybe the hands come around and up. 1 goes down, 1 comes up and sway. Keep going. 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then we'll reverse, right? So just take it around. Let's take it into a 8 count here. So we go around for 8, other way. 7, and 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. There we go. And then we pause. So that's kind of getting into that wind of the hips there. Now we're going to add a little more to our roll, right? So we had that front and back motion. Now let's start to turn it into a body roll. So we're going to slow it down a little. So let's focus on the chest too. So I want you to think of kind of taking the chest forward and back, forward and back. All right, so kind of isolate that area, out and in. Last 4, and 3, and in, 2, and 1. Now we're going to connect it. Press the chest and roll, round and dip, and chest, waist, hips, and down, and 4, 3, 2, 1, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Press the booty and in. So get into the full flow of the body and allow yourself to really feel comfortable. So I love to look over my shoulder. That's kind of my thing when I'm going through my routines, or if I'm dancing with someone, or if I'm seducing someone. That is kind of like my little go-to. So you can find yourself doing that. Look through the arms. If the arms are up, give them just a little side eye, okay? So go ahead and keep that roll. And up, and around, and 2, and down, and 3, and 4. Keep it going. Last 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now, we're going to start to add the body roll with the waist, or excuse me, with the wind of the hips, okay? So now I want you to think of, you're taking that chest, the hips are going around, but you still have the whole flow of the body. So it's a total body move. All right? And out and in. So the chest and the hips. Keep the arms going with you. Keep them going wherever you want. And out. And around. And flow. Keep it going. Last 8. And 7. 6. And 5. Last 4. And 3. 2. And 1. And we pause there. All right, so we take a quick pause before I add something else in. But when it comes to the arms, as you can see, I kind of have a flow that I like to go through. I love running my hands through my hair, coming down, crossing, going across my breast and down and around. That's kind of a flow that I've gotten used to, and I just mix it up a little. But I also like sometimes to take my hands out and feel very regal, very ethereal, right? With my arms just kind of flowing from side to side and taking them up overhead while I go down. So that's something else that you can do also. And let's go ahead and do a little bit of that actually. So you're again in that parallel stance. So now we're gonna start to dip the hips. Don't worry if the knees are a little, the quads are a little tired. It's okay, I understand. Okay, we are all in that place one time or another. So do what the legs let you do right now, okay? So we're gonna take the hands out again and we're gonna start to dip a little, okay? So we're gonna take the arms out for 4, and then we go down. 3, 2, and 1, back up for 4. 3, 2, and 1, and again for 4. 3, 2, and 1, and up for 4. 3, 2, and 1. One more time, just left to right with the hips. Arms go up, 3, and 4, back up for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. We pause. Now you're gonna take the hips around. So you're gonna do a wind, okay? And we're going down. So let's just do the hands. Let's go ahead and bring them up. And now we're winding the hips. We're going down 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Now hands go down for 3, 2, and 1. And again for 4, 3, 2, and 1, back up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. So the dip down is something that you can throw in when the music, especially if it's a song that you know and you love and you're really feeling it in that moment, you can allow yourself to dip down. That's a great one to do if you are maybe the side profile is facing them, or even if your back is facing them, right? Because then you get to really accentuate, press the booty out as you go down. And then again, you can do a little shoulder action no matter which way, if it's side or back, you can get that as you're going up and down, okay? So that's another variation that you can do there. And now we're gonna do some movements with the legs out a little bit wider. So I can only go so far here with the dress, and I'm gonna pull it up just a tad. So am I ashy? I'm not ashy, okay. So now we're gonna do kind of a dip down and up, right? So similar to what we did with going down, we were swaying the hips down, but we're gonna kind of add a little more of that kind of an accentuated movement with the dip. So now from here, let's go ahead and bring the hands up to the head and just go down and up. Press the hips, down and up. And again, down and to one side, down and reverse. So really feel your core still working. Press out, down and over, okay? And lift, down and up. So take it 4, 3, 2, 1, and again. Good. So last count here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now, if the song's maybe a little faster, if you want to speed it up, you can kind of double up the movement of the hips, right? So you can go down and maybe it's an 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more time for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, back up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then we come in, we feel the legs working there, the quads working. So that's another way that you can add in to the movement, spacing out the legs, and then again, side profile, or maybe the back is facing them as you do that, and then the hands can do whatever you want. So the last thing that I will add in, I know we talked a lot about the arms and the waist and the chest and the booty and all of that and the hips. But you can also really get into it with the head as well. You know, it doesn't have to be a very fast and dramatic head turn. I know I like to throw those in a lot in the tutorials, but as you're going through your movements, as you're dancing in front of the mirror or for whoever, allow yourself to just release. So you're releasing tension, you're releasing at the neck, and you're letting the head sway around. All right, so when you're doing your body rolls, you can make sure you can add that in as you're going through, as you're feeling the music. Let your head just kind of release, and you're looking over and you're going back and down. All right, so think of your head turn kind of being the first part or maybe the last part of whatever your body is doing. Okay, so let's kind of try that. We're going to take it into our head turn, and then we're going to go down the body. So let's go ahead and start to one side. Take the head around for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now sway the hip and around. And again for 4, 3, 2, 1, and sway the hip around and reverse. I have one leg just kind of prepping me. So around 4, 3, 2, 1, and sway. And sway one more time for 4, 3, 2, 1, and sway. And sway, right? So you can add that into a nice head turn, can take you from a nice flip all the way up. Then you just sweep the head around and allow yourself to continue into whatever you're doing, okay? So I wanted to make sure I added that into as you're doing your dances, when you're down on the ground, maybe if you're on in a kneeling position or whatever, if you're on all fours, if you're sitting, a nice release of the neck really helps for you to get into that sexy and seductive feel. All right, so that is all I have for you all right now. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully that was something that you know, kind of maybe helped you for those who are looking to build into their sexy dance routines and tapping into your sensual side. Again, it's something that I love. I think every woman should find the time for that, even if you never perform those movements for anyone else but yourself. It is such a good feeling to let yourself just be sexy and free, and to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, yes, yes, girl, all right, okay. It's a great feeling. So hopefully this was something that you all can revisit. So thank you for watching, and until next time, you all have a good one. Bye.